Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Manny. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're going to go over my everyday carry. I know it's the biggest topic on YouTube within the community to know what everyone's carrying, see what it is, so I thought I'd share mine. First, we're going to start with the most important thing I believe to your everyday carry is a good solid belt. The belt I choose is the Aries Gear Aegis belt. This belt, I've had this for almost 2 years now. Daily wear. Their motto is stiffer is better. And I believe that when it comes to a carry belt, to hold up all your gear, your pants, and everything. And as you can see, there's very minimal wearing after 2 years. Maybe there where my belt button, well, the pants buckle is rubbed. I still have both the keepers. Yep, there they are right there. Both the keepers, very minimal wear. I wear it every day, 16 hours a day. What can you say? It's a very good belt. It's worth the price tag. You won't regret it if you carry every day. You won't regret it. Now, everyone's going to ask, what's on that belt? That would be my Glock 17 MOS with a Trijicon RMR and a Filster Spotlight. This holster has made all the difference for me when it comes to carrying a full-size duty gun in the appendix AIWB position. This gun does not print for me. And when I put all this crap back in my pockets, I'll show you what I mean. I can carry this gun easier than a 19 and a whole lot easier than a very small gun. This thing disappears. I have no issues concealing this firearm. Let's go take a look at it. First, we'll safety check it for the internet safety Nazis. Clear gun. Here, the Filster Spotlight. Made by John Hoffman at Filster. He put a lot of effort into thought about this holster. It's got the built-in wedge, the claw. I love pulled it out loops. Great holster, great price point. I'll just look at that. Look at the fit. Look at that. I get a high purchase on my gun out of the holster with that nice claw grip if I want. Plenty of room for an optic cut. So suppressor height sights. No issues down there. The light fits perfectly. This holster accommodates up to a Glock 34. So if you're ever running one of those, this is either for the TLR one or the X300U. There's also the FN models and MMPs. Check it out. John Hoffman over at Filster. Makes great and amazing stuff. So on this firearm, I do have, like I said, the TLR1 HL by Streamlight, 800 lumens. Great light, a little more affordable than Surefire, but still very dependable. And it's either a Streamlight or it's a Surefire. There's no other light I would really consider carrying on my handgun that's reliable and will hold up to the test of time. I've owned this for a little while. It does have some scuffs, but it's holster wear. It's great. I do have the Trijicon RMR 06. That's the 3.25 dot LED adjustable on a Glock MOS. I do have the ceiling plate with Ameriglow suppressor height sights all blacked out. I've had this for a little while now. I don't have enough to give you back on a full review of it, but I'll just say I do like the RMR. Makes it a whole lot easier to see for me. Since I have an astigmatism and shooting pistols was already hard enough for my bad eyesight, the red dot really does help. If you're looking to get any training on a red dot, Steve Fisher, Sentinel Concepts, Aaron Cowan of Sage Dynamics, or Scott Jedlinski of the Modern Samurai Project, check them out. They know a lot about the dot. They know what they're talking about. So listen, they might not have the way, but they are A-way. So check them out. Yep, so that's running there. Even though I have a weapon mounted light on my pistol, I have to carry a handheld light. Some people say this handheld light is a little too big, but I carry it typically in a cargo pocket or my back pocket due to the fact that I have a Theorem Switchback 2.0. This thing, you can clip it on your pocket. It's so much easier to deploy with this ring. This light is a Surefire P3X Fury Tactical. Unfortunately, this model is discontinued. This is a great light, and I would recommend it. It's 1,000 lumens of blinding light. I take this every time I go out at night. I carry this with me every day, but I typically love it when I'm walking the dog at night and there's wildlife around my house. I've almost ran into a skunk, but luckily enough I had this thing on and I saw some light eyes in the park and I lit that motherfucker up, and yeah, that saved me from getting the dog and myself sprayed by getting that skunk away. Runs off 3 CR123s. I'd like to upgrade to the dual fuel Fury, but it's not in the budget at the moment, so I'll just stick with what I've got. This thing is a great light. You could use it as an impact device, but that's not what this thing's purpose is. Now, speaking of that, you always, if you're going to carry a firearm, you're going to need a less lethal option, and I carry Palm pepper spray, recommended to me by John Correa of Active Self-Protection. If you want to see the effectiveness of this stuff, he's got a video on it. If I remember, I will link it in the description down below. Yeah, it didn't take much to get me to carry this around, and it's nice. It's got a pocket clip, guys. There's no excuse. There's a great safety right here. You just lift it up, and then you can press the actuator to actuate the pepper spray or the people seasoning. But great little compact thing. It's no bigger than my finger. I mean, there's no excuse to not carry a less lethal option when it's that small and very potent. So I'd recommend Palm. We've got the pocket clip version, a keychain version. I really like this. Now, my everyday carry blade is a Benchmade, let's see if we can focus that, 560 Freak. The only thing I've done to this is that I switched out the pocket clip for a different Benchmade deep carry pocket clip because I did not care for the pocket clip. This happens to be a first production, which is very sentimental to my heart. It's my first production, and I love that axis lock. Some other knives I might carry are the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Everyone's heard of that knife, and it's a great knife, but it's typically the Freak that's in my pocket. I love the rubbery texture. It gives me a nice grip. I can really grip up on it. It's just a cutter, and it's a big blade, and I just love it. So Benchmade Freak's my knife of choice. Now I've got just a pen. I usually carry a Pilot G2 in my pocket right next to my knife. For my keys, I'm lame. I only have 3 keys. I've got a little safe in my car, so I need to keep that for when I can't take my gun into places. Since I am a college student still, I need to lock that up. So that stays on the keys always. My key fob to let me in and out. I carry a 2004 View. I mean, it's not the best car, but it gets me A to B. My aftermarket key, because I don't know where the original one was. I just put it on this little dongle from the hardware store for like $3. It clips to my side. I don't have to worry about it falling off. It's not a carabiner that's going to break. This thing is heavy duty. It's great. So I really like that. Now, my wallet is just some cheapo custom Kydex maker. Locally made these, and he was selling them at the gun shop for like $10. And I've carried it ever since I've gotten it. It holds like 6-7 cards worth, if not more. I've got like my 2 IDs, a couple of credit cards, my ID chip for work to get in, and my insurance card. So it holds a lot, which I really like. And it's small. I put it in my front pocket. Typically, if I'm wearing LA police gear pants, it's got that that phone pocket right in the front and the left hand side. That's where I slip my wallet, so it's not sitting behind me, and it's not taking up valuable pocket space where the pepper spray is in my left pocket or my knife in my right pocket. So there's that. But if you're going to carry a gun for self-defense, you need to carry medical equipment. I've had this for about 2 years. It's showing really great on the wear. This ankle rig is something I found on Amazon. I would not recommend buying this one in particular because it's a little bulky when you put it on your leg. Like, I'll rip this all apart and show you what's inside, but there are better options from like Dark Angel Medical, Wilderness. There are a lot of better products, but I just haven't gotten around to changing it out. So yeah, this is my ankle rig. It's got Velcro here, so it's got nice neoprene. It's worn pretty bad on my leg, but it's held up pretty well. I'm not going to complain about that. It's minuscule. It has taken some material off the tongues of my shoes sometimes when it gets a little low, and this isn't completely wrapped perfectly to Velcro sides, but it's okay. In here I carry just a Sharpie for my tourniquet, so if I ever actually had to deploy my tourniquet, I always have a marker to write the time on it, because that is important. Here I just have a little Ziploc baggie with 2 pairs of black gloves. These are what came with the medical kit. I do not really recommend carrying black gloves because it is shown with blood. You won't be able to see that on your gloves if they're black, so I'm going to probably switch these out to some other gloves, but I just haven't had the chance to yet. So they're just in the baggie so they don't get leg hair and skin dust particles on them, so just one of those things. In here, I do carry a pair of trauma shears. These were Madison Supplies. I have noticed that the pivot right here has rusted over a little bit from just like sweat, I'd say, but not really for sure. They're really nice heavy duty shears. I would recommend them. They're like 13 bucks on Amazon. You can't go wrong carrying medical shears in your med kit, just so you don't have to use your knife, and it's a little safer to cut away clothes if you had to in a medical emergency. I do carry soft T wide. Can't remember which generation this is, but it's a really great EDC tourniquet. I do recommend this, or the CATS tourniquet if you're wondering. But this, I have trained with these. I like these. I have a couple more that I've trained with. This one does not get used for training. This one is directly just for this kit. If you're gonna have a tourniquet, have another one to train with. Do not use the one you're gonna carry to practice on, because it'll ruin the elastic. It will degrade and won't be good when it comes time to need it if it breaks. And don't buy tourniquets on Amazon. This, I went to their website and picked it up. TechMed Solutions. Buy them from a reputable manufacturer or a dealer. Do not buy these on Amazon because you will get fakes, and that will not save anyone's life. Then in here we do have an Israeli Bandit. It's kind of beat up, but it's still good. So I keep it in this big pocket, but that's the reason why I don't recommend this particular ankle cuff anymore, because this thing is bulky, but I put it on the inside of my right leg, so it's not as visible and noticeable, but I would look for a different kit if you had the option. But yeah, that's my everyday carry. I'm gonna show you how I wear it and where I put it. So yeah. All right, now guys, I'm going to show you how I wear it, and let's get rolling. First, I'm going to start with my belt. Typically, I'm wearing jeans today, but typically my belt buckle is either going to be in center line or just off to the left, not all the way over like it is today. But these pants to get a good fit, they got to be way over here on the side with the buckle. All right, so we'll go with first. We'll load up the pockets, and then we'll get on to the gun. Like I said, G2 pen, straight in there. So hard. Knife right next to it. This is typically all I'm going to have in this front pocket if I can afford it. Usually I don't carry change or anything. My pepper spray going in that front left pocket. My cell phone would typically be in here, but that's how you guys are seeing this, so that's on the tripod. They're usually in my front left pocket with my pepper spray, or my back left pocket with my flashlight. And if I'm wearing cargos, the flashlight goes in the cargo pocket just because it's easier. Keys, like I said, they go on the right side, right there. And handy dandy firearm. It's okay guys, it's in the holster.
adjusted. Cinch the belt back down and lock it up. There, comes on. Yeah, so that's how I wear it. Obviously, ankle kit's on my ankle, but you can't see it because you can't see my feet. So, without further ado, guys, thank you for checking out the video. I'm Manny. This is Manny Things. Hope you have a great day. Stay safe, be prepared. See you next time.